a quick client story, and it was from when I was just newly minted in the business. So that would have been 10, 11 years ago. And they were at the time prospects. They weren't client of ours yet. And they brought everything in. They were at that time, I'm gonna say 70 years old, just about. And they said, we don't know what we're looking at. Can you look at this for us? We trust you guys. And so we look at their IRAs, their retirement accounts, and then we see something within a retirement account called a variable annuity. And so an IRA, just to give you an idea, individual retirement account, that is a pre-tax, generally, it's a tax protected account. It's deferred until you take money out, and after you take money out, you pay tax on it. A variable annuity, or an annuity in general that's deferred, you don't pay tax until you take money out. Kind of sounds like an IRA, except for the variable annuity is funded with post-tax dollars. And so the old advisor had taken this variable annuity that had some tax benefits and went ahead and put it in an IRA that already has tax benefits. Then we start to analyze the annuity, because it says things like you have a minimum income benefit, you have a floor of it can only lose this much, it has a ceiling of this much, and you start to look at everything. It was the first time I saw a GMWB, guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit, income riders. We'll increase the income this much every year. If the market loses, you don't lose. You're always going to make this much. And when I added up, and this was very impactful for me, being a young advisor and just learning. When you added up all of these bells and whistles on this variable annuity, not even including the fact it's replicating something that already happens in this type of account, right? It was 4.3% every year of expenses. Every single year, this client was paying 4.3%. The normal financial advisor charges 1%, and the expense ratio on the S&P 500 is 0.03. Yet this client was paying 4.3% every single year. A little bit because of an ignorance tax, and probably a lot of it because they were getting taken advantage of. I would use that maybe as a cautionary tale of, hey, know your advisor and know their incentives, but also simplicity almost always wins. I will beat that until the cows come home. Simplicity almost always wins. When you get complex and you start adding all of these bells and whistles and guaranteed minimums, this caps that, can't do the client almost never wins. The financial company that I will not name, they made a lot of money. And so usually this happens with people who are very risk averse, and usually people who are very risk averse are also elderly or older. And I've seen this too much. I've seen it with private real estate investment trusts as well. But I say this as a cautionary tale and just as a reminder of, hey, let's try to be simple, because the exploitation of financial products will never cease. They'll find new ways, and it will almost never be to the client's benefit. But being simple almost always is. All right.